Well, good morning, Alan. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing dandy, minus the loss of a voice.
I was gonna say, dude, I hope I don't remember you yelling at me that loud, but I dare say I will apologize for whatever it was that made me yell at you to make you lose your voice. But you know what? You still look sexy, my friend.
I try. It comes naturally.
What I'll tell you, here it is, day two. But before we get to day two, and of course, the boats are coming in now. You can see from the aerial view of where I'm standing, all these boats still left to come in. Uh, right off the bat, I just want to say, tip of the hat to all your volunteers. This is quite an operation to get this underway and get all these folks to get their boats out. You want to talk a little bit about what goes into organizing all this?
Well, Scotty, it's been a few years in the making, right? But we knew we had to figure it out right from day one. The first year wasn't as smooth, obviously, but we had it figured out. We just had to fine tune it, and it really is a matter of stressing to the anglers to follow the directives in the morning. We got the proper people in place, same volunteers coming back year after year that know their jobs, and it becomes just a fine tune oil machine. There's no other way to describe it. We've said it before this weekend, but it is just that. It's with the constraints of a residential area, we have to be right on point, and it's all a matter of timing. You know, when one boat misses their launch, it affects it. So it's a trickle down, making sure everybody's got their straps off before they even enter the inspection area. But it comes together really, really well.
100%. I tell you, I'm watching it, and I believe maybe the last boat has just come in here to get the straps off. So we're getting ready for day two launch. But again, before we get to that, there were some great things that happened yesterday. One of which you have to talk about the kids event. It was absolutely amazing to see all those kids having that kind of fun.
It really, really was. It was lots of screaming and yelling and kids play, and it really, really was. The smiles were all around, and if you were in the area of it, you couldn't help but smile and laugh with them. It was really exciting to see. It warms your heart. It's nice to see the family dynamic out and enjoying the event. It adds to it for the day, and it strongly encourages anglers to bring their families as well.
Now we have a repeat of a lot of fun today. I don't know if there's any kids events, but is there any events that are planned for today that is outside of the tournament?
Not necessarily. I think it's a stronger focus on the tournament today. The top 10 is really something to see. I encourage everyone to come down to have a watch. It really, really is a show. It gets really anticipated. You know, the top place team at that moment is sitting in the hot seats, and it really adds to the aspect, the show of it all. You know, we're able to announce what they're needing to take the lead, and then there's that dramatic drop into the scale, and the first boat is off. But yeah, the once they drop that bag into the scale, you know, it reads out on the big screen, and the crowd gets right into it. It really is fun to watch. I'm gonna flip us. You don't need to see my face. I'm gonna flip us around while we talk here.
Absolutely. So there it is. As we see the boats taking off, we wish all of our participants bon chance and good luck. I will say this: I was intrigued to see the quality of fish that was brought to the scales. I'm still hoping to see a double digit, Alan. I'm sure you are as well. But what is again? Let's talk about this fishery just briefly, and what you have experienced growing up and what you're seeing this weekend during the tournament.
You know what the funny part about that is, Scotty? Growing up here, not many people hit the lake. We would hit the area by the bridge, you know, in the spring, and then we move into the river. But there wasn't a lot of exposure to anglers on the lake itself. And, you know, with such an abundant fishery, we were very much the types that just a jig and a minnow and you're going out to catch a meal. So it was untouched. It's still untouched. And before this event started, you never saw boats and trailers at this launch. Now, every day of the summer, there's at least one. Sometimes it's packed. So it's really been an eye opener for the locals as well. And I think that's what really started to encourage the locals to get into the tournament and competition aspect of it, knowing that it's right in their backyard. It wasn't something that we knew growing up. Now, don't get me wrong. There were some of the older gentlemen or older people that they knew, but they really kept it close to their heart. They didn't feed into the crowds and let them know what was out there. It was untouched.
Well, I'll tell you again. We saw a lot of bait fish being burnt up by your walleye, so I know they're feeding well. But again, I'm hoping we find that one gem that we can claim as a Longlac trophy and see a double digit come to the stage. I would be very excited to see that because we've seen quite a few fish that have tinkered right around it, and I do believe we're just shy of 9 pounds as the biggest fish so far. Is that correct?
That is correct. I think we're 822 or 882, something like that. And so far, the biggest fish we've ever had at the LWM is 992, which was caught by a youth angler at the time.
No
But I
way.
don't know. I think I've mentioned this, Scotty, but there is also a bounty placed on the first 10 pounder. 10-pound plus will yield themselves $1,000. And if that's not one this year, it's going to be a compounding $500 a year. That's graciously donated by Westland Insurance. A couple of years ago, they spoke up and they said, we know they're there. We know there's 10 pounders in that lake. So we're going to put a price on it. So let's see how many years. I'm really hoping it's this year. I know they're out there. So we're really hoping that that's going to be a claimed prize this year.
Well, to coin a phrase, it's a great opportunity you and open the door to this, but you can't put a bounty on a man's head.
No, but you can on a fish's.
Fun stuff. Well, unfortunately, there was the great, the good, and then the ugly yesterday. And I will say, I can't emphasize enough how intrigued and how much I admire the town of Longlac and how you've all come together. But it was on full friggin' display yesterday when Mother Nature dealt us a really bad hand. And literally, I have video of it. The last boat is coming off the lake, and the heavens opened up. What a mess this was. Just a little bit, just a little bit. But yes, incredible. It was ugly, to say the least.
I can't even hear you, Scotty, from the sound of that rain.
Look at that. But you see everybody clamoring together. It wasn't too long after. This video doesn't last very long before I dropped my phone and I run over because there was a little girl and I can't remember what the name was, but the girl came about 24 inches off the ground holding that tent down. The minute that was all over, what does she do? She goes into the back here and she's reviving walleye. Dude, I can't get over the buy-in and support that you're getting from your community. It is remarkable.
Well, I'll tell you, Scotty, I'm one of those people growing up here. You know, you grow up in a small town, you want nothing more than to, spread your wings and fly. And I left for a few years. And when I came home, you started to feel that passion again and that hometown feel. And I'll tell you, life has a way of pushing you in their directions, and life gave me a not so gentle shove to come home. And I'm not leaving, my man. There's such a passion and a heart and a love for each other in this small community. Everybody digs in, especially in moments of chaos. We went through a house fire when I was a kid, and everybody chipped in and got us back on track. So now I chip in and I try to keep things on track the best I can with the team that's behind me. But it's the people, it's the heart of the people. And you saw it on full display yesterday, from mechanical failures that had to be fixed and people jumping in to torrential downpours with winds that decimated every tent we have. It's funny that in your clip you had that umbrella on the end of the dock, because that's the only thing that survived, I think.
Yes, it was. It truly was. As I said, it came on. A lot of folks were watching their phones and keeping an eye on the radar. We certainly thought the second cell that was going to come through was going to deal us a bad, worse hand. Thankfully, it didn't. But the skies have cleared up. We've got beautiful sunshine yet again this morning. The anglers, as you can see, are taking off, so they're getting ready. When do the festivities all begin to start down here?
Well, just like any other dime, there's going to be trickle throughout the day. And, there's usually one big fish early on. Yesterday, I think it was 807 or something like that.
Yep.
First 5-pounder came in. So, everybody's welcome to come down throughout the day. We're going to have hot eats and cold drinks, I think around noon or maybe a little bit later than that. But yeah, there's going to be the trickle effect. But fishing ends today at 3 o'clock. The boats all have to be inside the buoys or in line at about 3 o'clock, or not at exactly 3 o'clock. So it's one of those things, if you can get down here a little bit earlier, a lot of guys will shut her down sooner, and just to avoid the rush. So I think that if I had to say a definite time to be down here, I'd say around 2 o'clock to be safe.
2 o'clock it is. You heard it here first. Alan is asking for everybody, if you are interested to see some really big fish as you're seeing right now, and of course just be a part of the festivities, which is the NOWT Championship down here at Longlac and the Longlac Walleye Masters. You're going to get fed really, really well. You're going to be catered to. It's going to be quite an experience. It's a heck of a festival atmosphere down here. And as I said, if it's anything like it was yesterday, the bandstand was full. Everybody was listening. Of course, if you can't make it down, we will have a podcast that will keep you up to date. And what everybody's waiting for is the top 10. And when the top 10 start coming on the dock and we start introducing them, that's when all the fun starts. And I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to it, bud.
Oh yeah, Scotty, and that's something I know you touched on it yesterday, but I do want to touch on it. If you haven't had Grill 26 food, you gotta come give it a try. Sharia and her team outdo themselves. Yesterday they were walking up and handing me food because they knew that I'm, they call me the butterfly because I'm just everywhere, right? So yeah, come on down and give some tastings to Sherry's Delights, and yeah, it's one of those things. It's everything comes together. Even in chaos, we put it together and everybody chips in and it comes together really well. If I can take a moment, Scotty, while we're seeing the last few boats taken off, I'd like to get into sponsors if you don't mind.
Absolutely, dude.
All right, so we say it all the time. We're going to say it again. What you see here is only possible because of the volunteers, the team that puts it in, and these amazing, amazing partners. They aren't just sponsors, they are partners. So I'm going to get into it here on our corporate level. As always, loud and proud, Thunder Bay Truck Center. Dave Mack and Mike Sean, Kirk, Brady always come up, do a good job for us. Kirk actually brought some of his family to join him today so they can see what they put their heart and souls into. We got Burrino Construction. We got 2 of their owners as anglers. That young lady you said that was flying up with the parachute, that was actually with one of the other owners' daughters. And Ricky himself, he's on the grounds all day today, helping us out, directing traffic and other jobs, boat inspection the other day. The municipality of Greenstone, Four Winds Motel, Longlac Pizzeria, Ray Indoors Truck Parts, Ray Bullock Trucking, Y&T Variety, Long Lake 58 General Store, Westland Insurance, Impact Promotions, Keys Alliance, Beaulieu Bus Lines, Fluche Contracting. I'm going to flip myself around here. Fluche Contracting, Greenstone Mine, Her Central Garage, Grill 26, iTech Equipment, J&L Clean Car Zone, Longlac Auto Center, OK Tire, Ron Signs and Graphics. Wow, my voice is going. Wild Country Sports, NXS Fishing, Greenstone Plumbing, the Pamela Cozy Cottage, Skinner's Acres, Paddling and Bugs Kayak Camp, Dan Fraser Logging, Pelty Gas Bar, Schweiler Transport, Typers Outdoors, the Auto Spa, Jean Mercier Electric, LeQuinto Lake Lodge, Bobby Beaulieu Sun Life, Eagle Logging, Pierre Lapointe Trucking, Rexall, Corbin's Fuel Stop, Loch Lomond Lodge, and a special mention to Martin Ouellet, K Equipment, and Veilleux, Henry and Denise Veilleux. I want to thank them all from the bottom of my heart. Their contributions do not go unnoticed, and we're really, really honored to have them with us in this journey.
Dude, you got through it, man. Now we're going to save your voice because you got a lot of talking to do later on this afternoon, so we'll end it there. Any last words before we let you go, Alan?
No, just we thank everybody for their patience, encouragement, understanding, and if I can say one thing, for anybody that's going to be coming down to the grounds, please keep in mind that there's going to be truck and trailers coming through that area at that time of day. Try not to park on the sides of the road. There is the baseball field. I understand it's a bit of a walk, but we have a lot of traffic going on. That, and as well, if they can, please do not walk on the Lockstone brick parking lot. We have an entranceway designated with rope guidances to get them to the event grounds. It's just a matter of safety. We want to keep everybody safe. We want to keep traffic flowing. So if everybody can follow those directives, it'll make it for a better event for everybody else, and it can go off without a hitch, just like our morning parking.
Well done, buddy. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's a mic drop right there. All right, Alan, we'll let you go. Get back here safely. We got lots to get ready for this afternoon. Be down here for 2, as Alan says, and we look forward to seeing everybody enjoy the show. You take care, buddy.
We will see you on the grounds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.